Hey, what's up guys, it's SebaZ here and welcome back to BattleBit. Alright, so we're still here continuing the grind on BattleBit, still on the M249, almost done with it, just need a couple more kills, but we're like halfway there, so we should be done in a little bit. I've been trying to get on this game for a while now, but it's been kind of hectic, my schedule, and not only that, but most of the time when I'm trying to log in BattleBit, there's hardly any game being played, like the issues that I've already addressed. Most of the time the lobbies are dead here on this game, so best time is to get on around like early in the morning. But if you're trying to play like past 6 o'clock in the afternoon or past 5, there is no games being played, no lobbies are filled, everything is very small, and there's only like one lobby being played after that, which is on 100 versus 100, and it's a couple of players, so it's not like most of the lobbies are even being filled, so it kind of just, it's not a good time, man. It's honestly just been kind of like terrible trying to find a game here on BattleBit, and I'm pretty sure as time goes on this game is just going to continue to just die, which sucks, but I'm just going to try to see, and I'm just going to try to get as close as I can to getting all the camos done here on this game. Hopefully there's still players being played. Right now we're playing a rush game, but this rush game isn't even that filled. I think there's like 20 players max, so yeah, it's kind of bad. Guys just crawling on the floor. I don't know how the fuck I got killed. I was already on the floor, but okay. You guys were actually able to arm both bombs and get both bombs already. And I can't fucking... Fuck it, just let me die. So for this video, I kind of just want to talk about the return of loot boxes in Overwatch. If you guys haven't heard, the newest season of Overwatch has brought loot boxes back. Originally, back in Overwatch 1, they had this loot box system when loot boxes were a thing, and they were popular to just open up and gamble, basically. Well, they're actually returning to Overwatch 2. Basically, they had them removed first because, well, they didn't want loot boxes in the games no more, and also because they brought just a new system with Overwatch 2. They brought battle passes, and if you don't want to do that, I think you just buy the skins in general. I really don't know how Overwatch 2 plays, or how the microtransactions work, or how you're supposed to unlock them, or I think they had like a point system where you just kept playing, but like that point system was like really awful and really bad. So I think you could just buy them instead, like buy the skins with those points in the store. And well, you know how Overwatch 2 is, they've just been making a shit ton of bad decisions lately, and with the announcement of Marvel Rivals and the success that game has had, well, they're a little bit in trouble. So I think they had to bring out their ultimate plan, and not a lot of people are playing their game. You know, Overwatch is in a dying state at the moment, so in order to I guess mitigate the damage a little bit, they're bringing back loot boxes in order to, I guess, a little bit of players back in. I don't think that's gonna work, I think, or maybe it will. I think a lot of players have already just enjoyed Marvel Rivals to the point where they're not gonna leave that game. I think it's just a desperate attempt in order to bring back players to Overwatch 2, bringing back loot boxes. I don't think I've ever seen a game bring back loot boxes, and loot boxes have been pretty dead, other than Call of Duty, which they stopped doing back with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. That was like the last game they ever, brought back loot boxes or anything, and then that's when they transitioned to, the battle pass system and paying for skins and overpricing those skins too. So that's when they started doing all that. But other than that, I haven't seen another game do what they have done or try to bring back loot boxes in general. But since we're on the topic of loot boxes, I know a lot of people that are kind of like in between when it comes to loot boxes. Like, they either agree with it or they really just don't agree with it at all. I'll share my opinion on it. I really do enjoy loot boxes, especially because it is a way for people to unlock items without spending a dime. They're playing a game of chance in order to try to win something they want, and as they continue to open loot boxes, those chances increase. That's my, I guess, opinion on loot boxes. I really do enjoy it. I know a lot of people, they don't like it because they see it as a form of gambling, which, yeah, it is, but I see it as it's a way to unlock stuff for free. Like, you don't necessarily have to spend money in order to gamble and try to, earn those items. You can and the only thing you're gonna get is earning those items quicker. But you could also just take your chances and try to, I guess, save up points or just save up, you know, crates in order to, you know, try to earn those items. Like with Call of Duty back in the past. I know I brought up Black Ops 4, and the reason why I did that is because they really had a really good system with those loot boxes. You know, they did it back in one of the last seasons of Black Ops 4. They brought this system where you're able to save up your loot boxes, and with those saved up crates, you can buy things from their store that they had. So you didn't necessarily have to spend any sort of money, real money whatsoever. All you had to do was save up those crates and buy it. And I really enjoyed that system. That was a really good system. A system that wasn't really as good and was really horrible was with Black Ops 3 and their loot box system. They had a system where you were able to save up, I think they were, what were they called, dude? Crypto keys. That's what they were called. So you were able to save up crypto keys. With every match you played, I think the maximum you got was like, it wasn't that much, dude. You got like 1 or 2 crypto keys. And if you saved up 30 of those, you were able to buy a rare supply drop. And for 10, you got a common, which was a less valuable supply drop with a less chance of getting a legendary or epic item. However they marketed it, however they had it. And that's how it was. But even so, they didn't lock just cosmetic items in it. They also locked like limited edition camos, which I guess limited edition camos could also be seen as cosmetic, but it was much more malicious system just because of the amount of money people did actually spend and the chances, the probability of you pulling one of those weapons from a supply drop. I think the chance was like 0.1%. It was very, very hard to get a weapon that you wanted out of a supply drop in Black Ops 3. It was just really, that system was horrible and I really despised it. However, as the years went on, Call of Duty, they brought newer and improved supply drop systems that were less malicious and mainly pure cosmetic shit. Like for instance, the World War II supply drop system wasn't that bad. The Infinite Warfare system was really just a good system in my opinion, and I really liked that system because what you did was you were able to use your keys, right, in order to buy supply drops. After you open the supply drop, if you got a duplicate, you got something called salvage. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which I know was renowned as the worst Call of Duty ever made back in what, 2018, 2016, whenever it came out. Regardless, you were able to use those salvage points in order to unlock weapon variants that you didn't have. That you didn't have to spend any sort of money, real life money, in order to get those cosmetics or in order to get those weapon variants that you wanted. You didn't have to spend any sort of money. All you had to do was save up your keys, spend a little bit of time grinding those keys, and just testing your luck, you know, if you got something good or not. And I really liked that system. It was a really good system in my opinion. Now what you have with Call of Duty, I don't want to get into it, but you just have a shitty fucking market that overprices character model skins and just a bunch of crap, and I don't really like the new systems. But back then when I was a kid, those systems were, I guess they weren't fun, but they were enjoyable because you were able to earn cosmetics and all that for your character, and it seemed like a really good system, and it was good for like kids, you know, because you didn't have to go to your fucking parents and ask them for their credit card every time to spend on a fucking like skin. I guess now kids always have to beg their parents for skins. It's garbage. I don't like it. I don't like the newer systems that they bring in Call of Duty. But now that Overwatch is bringing their loot box system back, we're just gonna have to see if that actually does bring in players, if that brings in a couple of players or whatnot. I really hope they just continue to stick with that system and see how it plays out now that they have brought it back, because like I said, I really do enjoy that system, and I know maybe Overwatch 2 is probably going to lose a lot of money because of that, because their loot box system is probably not going to earn them a lot of money no more because they are a free-to-play game. But judging by their decision to bring back loot boxes, I feel like they're in a desperate attempt to try to bring back players into the game regardless of if they lose money or not on cosmetics. I think they just want players to go ahead and, you know, log into the game and actually play the game, and I guess this is their desperate attempt to do that. I think the loot box system is going to play the same as it once did in Overwatch 1. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, I never thought they were actually going to bring back loot boxes because I thought that shit was a thing in the past, you know. Hopefully in the future other games will start introducing free-to-play systems like that for their games, like Call of Duty. Something like a point system where you're able to actually purchase cosmetics with that point system instead of actually spending real life money. Yeah, I kind of just want to talk about the whole supply drop loot box system that's coming back to Overwatch. Honestly, I feel like it's a good thing that's coming back. It gives the remaining players that play Overwatch a way to unlock their cosmetics faster. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.